Well, welcome everyone to a movie review with, of course, our very own Kim Stroh. And this, of course, is Monorail Tales Podcast. And we're glad to have you here. And I am not totally excited, but I have gotten excited the more I've heard and seen some trailers and things. So, Kim, should I be excited for this movie?
Well, okay.
Oh, we better introduce the movie first, of course.
Right. So Pixar's Onward is a fairy tale fantasy world of two teenage elf brothers, and they go on a quest or a big adventure together. And that's where the whole movie takes off. You've got two great actors coming in to voice the characters. You've got Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. And with their Marvel background, I think that has really helped build the movie and excitement. And I feel like Disney and Pixar has really leaned into that to help market the film. So it opens March 6th, and we've had a lot of early screenings. It has like an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, I saw. And I have to say, it just doesn't have the classic Pixar feeling. It's not going to be one of those, movies that we just fall in love with. It's kind of, for me, it's on the Good Dinosaur standing point.
Okay.
So my kids, I took my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old, and both, they kept full attention. I thought it was completely age appropriate. They laughed. They had a good time. But it's just this, I think they could have taken a storyline a little bit further. They set everything up, and it could have been a little bit, deeper of a story, and they kind of fell flat at the end. So yeah, it didn't have legs. There was kind of missing some quality to it. So the boys, they're on a quest to bring their dad back to life, basically, for 24 hours. And I thought, hearing that from some people, it could have been a tearjerker, and I just didn't get that feeling.
Okay.
So
that was one of my questions. It was like, I've heard, it's a laugh and you cry, and you laugh and you cry. So
there's definitely some really good laughs, funny points, but as someone who's just lost their own dad, I did not have a tearjerker moment that I wasn't expecting. So it's a great family film. It's a fun way to kick off the year, but they kind of just fell flat with the storyline. Okay. I don't think the kids are going to really connect with these characters also like they would a classic Pixar film.
Okay, that's interesting. So with these characters, even though what are they? Are they more trolls or?
I had to look that up. They're officially elves.
Elves. Okay.
So there's definitely funny moments. They're teenage elves. I feel like this film is more geared towards boys rather than girls. Of course, you could bring into the whole family, but it doesn't have that like feminine or princess feeling to it, of course. But it's funny. It is funny. So, it's an adventure. It's a little bit heartwarming, but it's not sad.
Okay. Scary moments at all?
There are a few scary moments, maybe for the little ones, but nothing awful.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of like tough aggression in some of the characters that they meet along the way of their quest, but nothing parental warnings or anything that you need.
Right.
So one of the interesting factors is the mom, she's a widow. And and that's very common in Disney movies. They lost the dad. We know this. There's always like one parent missing in these Disney movies. So we've come to expect that. But this is an interesting dynamic because she has a boyfriend in the film.
Oh, okay.
That was a new kind of modern twist. Yeah. Maybe some families can relate to that. And that was somewhat unexpected. But that was a nice, refreshing point, I thought.
Yeah.
They didn't push it. They just introduced him as that's mom's boyfriend. So
yeah. Okay, the two main characters, which you said, Tom Holland and
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I knew I had the Pratt right. I have Guardians of the Galaxy on TV right now, and I couldn't come up with it.
There's so many Chris's, right? So
I know
Seven's mixed up a lot, but it's Chris Pratt. He did Guardians of the Galaxy. He did, all the dinosaur movies, Jurassic World. So I think that he lends a great hand to the older brother's voice. The They have a minivan in the movie who actually acts almost as like a character of the film. The minivan's name is Guinevere. And you can actually look and see if Guinevere, the minivan, if in real life, is coming to a city near you. They're kind of doing a minivan tour to promote the film, which is they're coming to Atlanta, I want to say in 2 weeks from now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. They were at Disney Springs, and you can take your pictures and find the minivan, but it's almost such a focal point.
But, no, wait a minute. It's not a minivan.
No, it'd be a van.
It's a customized van. I'm sorry. You are talking my time.
Okay, there you go.
So we're talking 70s/80s customized van with wall-to-wall, ceiling-to-floor, carpeting, TVs, possibly.
Did you have one?
No, I wanted one.
There you go. So maybe you can get a Guinevere for yourself. But yeah, so she acts as almost a character in the film as well. So that's interesting.
You know, there is a little kind of legal issue about that van too, right?
No, I hadn't heard that.
Okay. I don't really want to delve into it, but if anybody wants to just kind of look up legal issue with the van on the movie. So it's
I'll have to look
it's
that one
interesting. It's kind of funny, but it's worth looking up.
Well, I know a lot of people have asked me, how did it get the name Onward? You know, I don't want to give that away because it's kind of so important to the storyline.
Okay.
But, you know, it's very similar to like, you know, Frozen. So, kind of along those lines. Because I remember when Frozen came out, I was like, how did they get the name for this movie? And then it was so apparent once you watch the film. So you'll see how Onward comes into play. But I would definitely go take the kids. It's worth seeing in the theater. It just won't be one of those movies that we see the theme parks built around, or, you know, that we love generation after generation. It's just a fun, cute movie.
Yeah. One of the things actually I was trying to say earlier is with Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Do you, when you're watching the show, do you associate them with your other characters, or is it really they really get into the characters that they're in this movie?
You easily forget about it.
Wow, good.
So yeah, no, other than the marketing around the film, I think that you forget, you know, that they're connected through Marvel at all.
Okay. All right. So I'm not sure what number movie this is for Pixar.
I'm not sure either.
Okay. But where do you place this on the Pixar scale?
It's going to be, I feel like, mid to lower end for some harsher critics. Like I compared to The Good Dinosaur, it's just, it didn't get, you know, just didn't have that strong.
I forgot. Did you like The Good Dinosaur, or?
No, I thought it was one of the weaker Pixar films. So okay. I'm sorry, I should have explained that. But it just, you know, if you think about like The Good Dinosaur in history, you know, it just doesn't come to play as in one of the strong Pixar films.
Okay. But is this something you would go see again at the theater, or are you going to wait for it to on Disney Plus?
Disney Plus. Like, you know, it's taking them so long to get these movies into Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know. I
keep waiting for Mary Poppins Returns on Disney Plus, and I'm going to have to wait till 2021.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to be working on that, although when things are coming out, I'm kind of behind. So, because we actually have a show on Disney Plus now. So, yeah. So, well, great, Kim. Can't wait. Actually, we had a review. We had a preview here in Charlotte, or north of me in Charlotte, on Saturday. It was about 6 or 7 theaters. They all showed it at like 3 or 4 o'clock, and that was it.
Yeah, and they have a Simpsons short in front of it because now they have the Sony rights, and that wasn't at my media preview. I didn't get a chance to watch that, but I heard that was funny, and that's getting mixed reviews on social media because people are
Hmm.
like, "Oh, the Simpsons," but I've heard it's cute. Jeff, our other podcaster, got a chance to watch that portion, which I didn't. He
Okay,
went
cool.
to the preview last Saturday.
Right. Neat. Well, I am looking forward to this. I believe I am going to the theater to watch it. So, Kim, thank you so much because I know you've had such a great, busy schedule. And thank you for taking the time to do this quick review. And we can all say goodbye. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.